intro page for YouTube. We need to get that done ASAP. So just get that rocking. All right. Okay. Where are we at over here? Let's see, everybody. Okay, I got everybody up over here. Can everybody see my screen? Can everybody see my screen? Perfect. Put a 1 in the chat if we can see my screen, and then we're going to get rocking and rolling. Yes, perfect. All right, so I only got one person that can see my screen. This is great. This is not good. I can't log in. All right, try to forget password, see what's going on. I can't help you with that if you can't get logged in. What I would try to do is I would create a new username and email address with the proper password, with a new email address and a different password, and see if that works. If you can't do that, I don't run support. Like I said, I don't work for the printing. I don't work for the software company. I own the printing company. So I just go through it. So I tell you the easiest way of getting around it versus creating a support ticket and trying to figure that out, because I don't know what it is. But I would suggest that you do that if that's the easiest thing that you can do. Try forgot password. If you don't know what it is, then create a whole brand new system, and then we'll get rocking and rolling. I'll give you about 2 more minutes before I go into it. But yeah. So, just to give you guys a little bit about me, I've been in the credit repair industry for 15 years. I've been doing credit repair on and off. I retired in 2020. But the way that I retired from the system is I don't do credit repair anymore. I just help with printing. I never left the industry, meaning I never really took my legs out of it. I just focused on other things inside of the industry. The industry is very good if you understand how to work around it. I just got annoyed of people doing the wrong things for wrong people and just people listening. I'm very straightforward on how I explain things to you guys. My first thing that I say when I normally start class, if you think that your credit's going to get repaired in 30, 60, or 90 days, and if you don't get a deletion in the first month that the software doesn't work, you're in the wrong class. I would leave now. I'm not even going to sit here and BS you. You're in the wrong class. Somebody sold you a bridge, and that bridge is not what I sell over here. I'm going to sell you the truth, and I'm going to tell you exactly what it is. Now, people can get deletions in 30, 60, and 90 days. Is that common? No. It doesn't matter how good your letters are. It doesn't matter what you do. Normally, it means that there's a violation that happened, and that's how they get something removed. If there is no violation, it could take months and years to get a deletion. Why? Because you have to prove the validity of the file is incorrect. Now, some people don't want to hear that, but here's the truth. If you have just got a late payment a week ago, you're not getting it removed in a month. Just doesn't work. I'm sorry. It's the real of the real. I'm talking to you truthfully because a lot of people won't. A lot of people will not tell you the truth. The reason that I go with Metro 2 is because Metro 2 is compliant. It is 100% compliant because it's not disputing. People will say, oh, well, I disputed. God, that's great. This is not a dispute method. This is an attack method. It normally costs more because it's an attack method. Dispute says this account isn't mine. Well, you know well that account is yours. You opened it up, you forgot to pay it, you lost your job, this, that, and a third, whatever happened, and that's why you're in trouble, and that's okay. I'm not saying that there's nothing wrong with that. I'm saying that we know it's ours. So you can't put that line in a letter because that's fraud. You're defrauding the company saying that something is not yours. So what we do on the attack method is say, the way that you're reporting this is not correct. And because it's not correct, you should remove this because it is your own laws and bylaws that you are breaking. Does that make sense? Put a 2 in the chat if that makes sense, ladies and gentlemen. Perfect. All right. Liz Mary, you ready? Did you create a new username and password? Yes, perfect. Let's rock. Okay. So now everybody on my screen, you're going to see this. For all the people that haven't purchased the software or have purchased the software, if you see a 0 over here, you're in the right thing. But okay, let's get started. This line is the most important line on this page. Your name, your email address, which is also your username, and then the general attacks. This is your currency to pay the software to do work for you. So let's break this down. A general attack can be called a general attack, a GA, a credit, or a token. I like the word token, so I'm going to use token. I sometimes will say GA. Just understand the GA, the general attack, is the currency to pay the software to generate the letters. Now, what can it do? Here's how it works, ladies and gentlemen. Simple and easy. One token for 1 month can generate for one client an unlimited amount of letters, an unlimited amount of pages, and an unlimited amount of negative items. So let me repeat that, but I'm going to add numbers to it. It's my first month. I'm going to spend 1 token. And then that 1 token, for all the negative items that are on that person's credit report, it's going to generate 1 round for that person. If you have 100 negative items, it's going to generate 300 letters and 3,000 pages. If you have 10 negative items, it can generate 30 letters and 300 pages. Break that down one more time. If you have 1,000 negative items, right? It could generate 3,000 letters and 300,000 pages. That's a lot of trees. But I want everybody to visually understand that the system will generate something different for each person's file. It is not cookie cutter. It is not going to generate the same thing for each person, but the thing is, it will handle each person the same way with 1 credit. Meaning, if I spend 1 credit, it will do unlimited and unlimited and unlimited. Make sense? Put a 7 in the chat if that makes sense to everybody. If you are lost, come off mute and say, I'm lost. If you don't get it, come off mute and say, I don't get it. It's nothing to be afraid of. This is class to learn. There's only 2 people that are not lost, so I'm going to assume each and every single person in here is lost. I understand. I appreciate that. Throw a 7 in the chat. We made it easy. It said throw a 7 in the chat if you understand. Perfect. There we go. All right. So we got four out of the people in here that understand. Perfect. All right. You want to join the free Facebook community? You literally click join free community. And then Ray will drop it in the chat. Writing this down. I'm sorry. Don't worry. This class is being recorded and is live on YouTube right now. I'm going to hand you the link at the end, and you can watch every single Metro 2 training that we've had. You don't have to worry about it. If you want to write down, that's not an issue. But if you miss something, don't worry. I'm going to hand you the link at the end of class so you can go watch the videos over again, right? Ray's going to drop the link for the Metro 2 community. It's over here. This is the one that Dion runs for school. So if you guys like school better than Facebook, we got that over here, and I'll let you know that Metro 2 is going live right now. Okay? Walkthroughs. Live walkthroughs are done Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Monday and Wednesday, 8 p.m. Ms. Deborah on Monday. I'm on Wednesday. Tuesday and Thursday at 6 p.m. I'm on Tuesday. Ms. Deborah's on Thursday. Saturday, 11 a.m., that's Miss D, not me. Okay? Awesome. Now, to get started videos, ladies and gentlemen, I'll skip over this section because I'm going to give you the videos at the end. So don't even worry about it. You guys get the brand new, fresh videos going over here. Now, next piece, the pricing section. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to break this down and make this very easy. I could read all the prices from you. It goes $99, $147, $197, $97, $297, $397, $997. I do not go by what it says for people. It's not people. It's amount of credits that you get, amount of tokens that you get. The iron package gives you 1 token. The bronze gives you 4. The silver gives you 8. Gold, 17. platinum 30, diamond 100. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for this? If I go by people, the iron package only handles half a person, doesn't even handle a full person. People make a lot of mistakes. The bronze package handles 1 to 2 people. The silver 2 to 4, gold 10, platinum 15, diamond 50. Why? I always cut everything by half. Why do we cut everything by half? Because people make mistakes. And in the beginning, when they make mistakes, what happens? They come to a certain point where they go to me and they're like, I have to spend another $40 for a GA. Yes. So that's why I don't suggest to anybody to buy the iron package. If you are in this class and you buy the iron package, it is because of this line that I am going to say next. You are financially incapable of buying the bronze package, and that is okay. So we are going to pay at close attention, and we are not going to make a mistake so that we don't have to spend an extra $40. Okay? That is the key. Ms. Brooks, did you buy the iron package? And then there's a follow-up question. I sure did. The follow-up question is, when you sent your letters to my team, did you have to buy another GA? Unfortunately, how many more did you have to buy? I say that Ms. Brooks, you make this just one. Okay, thank God. Normally it's 2. So you are ahead of the game. Okay? What I tell people is always buy the bronze package first 2 months. In the first 2 months, you spend a $147, right? When you spend a $147 in the first 2 months, okay, you're going to get a total of 8 GAs. Instead of getting 2, you're going to get a total of 8. Okay? When you get that total of 8 GAs, you're on the flip side. That's what I said. That's why I said I hate the verbiage there. Because they used to see GAs back. So when I first started in this company, it didn't say people, it said GAs. I said, why did they change it to people? Because people were complaining, like, why do I need all them GAs for? I'm going to say this to everybody is, unless you've been in this business for ever and you're God, you're perfect, they thought that they were not going to make mistakes. I've seen credit repair veterans making mistakes all the time. So that's the key. When I sit down and I have a conversation with everybody over here, like I look at it and I see that bronze package, I tell everybody that was meant to say 4 GAs, 4 tokens. You don't have to say 1 person or 3 people. I've watched 1 person burn 4 GAs. So that's why I tell people bronze package, because I've seen them do that. And I've seen them generate incorrectly. They didn't fix certain things. So at the end of the day, that's where I always tell people, start a bronze package, first 2 months, get those 8 GAs, whatever you have left over, it just rolls over. Cancel your package, roll over into the iron. You keep your GAs. So say you use 4 GAs in the 2 months, 2 and 2, right? You still have 4 GAs when you get the iron package, even if it's for yourself. Don't worry about burning the GAs. Don't worry about it. Keep it. But you know that you have a cushion, God forbid you make a mistake, and you're supposed to update your proof of address every 3 months. People don't do that. So my next subscription, if I purchase bronze, that will cover my next 2 rounds of attack. Yes, as long as you don't make any mistakes, absolutely. Absolutely. Get your GAs, you should be ready to rock and roll. Every 3 months, I was saying you should update your system. So that's the key. Bronze package, ladies and gentlemen. Ali, I got more people than 1 person. Pick the package that goes according to what you have. Pick the package according to what you have. The gold, the silver, the platinum, whatever. I'm not... Pick what you have, but you shouldn't start at iron. That's all I'm trying to say. Don't start at iron. Done. Any questions about what package we're going to pick? Put a smiley face in the chat if we're good to move on. I'm gonna start messing with people. Make sure people are paying attention. All right, cool. All right, let's go home. So when you come over here, get your credit report, go to My Free Score now, get this one. They built a custom report for them called the Epic Pro Report. Utilize that Epic Pro Report, and that Epic Pro Report will actually have the ability for you to go through and utilize the most aggressive attack in the software. So that's done. Now, this is the most important part. Clip here. Pay attention here. If the kids are loud in the room, tell them to go in the next room for 10 minutes, 15 minutes. If you guys are eating, stop eating. You taking notes, stop taking notes. I need you to focus because this is the key. This is where you need to focus right now. Is this add a profile? So we're going to go over here. We're going to click manage profile, and then we're going to click add profile. And then we're going to focus on this piece over here. When we focus on this piece over here, we're going to show all hidden fields. And when we do that, you're going to do this. I'm going to fill this out for you the same way that you're supposed to fill it out. John Joseph Smith Jr. Okay. 01. And then over here, 8 Northwest 12th Street, apartment 14C, Northeast Tower. City is going to be Manhattan, New York, and 10038. Okay, so why did I do this? Why did I speed through this piece over here? The reason I sped through this piece over here and filled it out because I want to talk to you about each thing. So the first 3 boxes at the top are just your identification boxes. And what does that mean? Okay. The identification box is going to be the first 3 documents that we are going to utilize off of our ID. So I'm going to pick up my ID and go through those first 3 boxes. First name, last name, date of birth. That's it. I'm not going through anything else on those 3 boxes. I'm not utilizing that. What is the best document for those first 3 boxes? Passport. Ali, I don't have a passport. Okay, no problem. So then we're going to use a driver's license or ID, one or the other. Okay? So that's what I need to use for those 3 boxes. Once I'm done, I'm going to put that passport down. Well, Ali, I can use my driver's license for my address. Yes, you could, but don't. Listen to what I got to say. Follow my lead because this is where people make mistakes. Why? When they're watching what's going on, some people's IDs are not updated to their address that they're living at right now. So if they're not updated to their address that you're living at right now and they put the wrong address, guess what's happened? You're going to verify it to the Bureau. So we don't want to verify it to the Bureau, so we're going to make sure that we don't use an ID that is not proper, okay? So now I got those 3 documents. I put my document down. I pick up the next one. The next document is my Social Security card, all right? I look at my number. I make sure my name and everything matches. Great. I fill out the number and I move on. I don't have my Social Security card. Order one. There's no reason as an adult we should not have a Social Security card. End of story. I'm not going any deeper into that. Order one. Now, for the first dispute, use your W-2 or your first page of taxes. Once that's done, get your Social Security card, update your Social Security card, right? Take your Social Security card, put it away, okay? Then the next piece is the best document is going to be your bank statement. First page, okay? Do not redact anything. They don't need your bank account information. They don't need nothing. They're a billion-dollar industry. They don't want any of that information. What they want is a credit repair organization. Somebody is going to be afraid to send their bank statement out. So when you start redacting stuff, guess what they're going to do? They're going to think that you're a credit repair organization. Hence, you're going to hit a third-party stall letter. We don't want to do that. What we want to do is give them what they're looking for, because a bank statement is the hardest thing to defraud. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give you the best idea in the world. Ready for this? Go open up a bank account with SoFi or Discover. Ray, I think I have, or Chime, right? Discover,
Chime.
SoFi.
We have Chime.
Okay, I think we have SoFi too. I think I just logged out of it. Hold on, where'd I put it? Nope, yep, I logged out of it. Okay, go and get one of those bank accounts. Put $10 inside of it. Put $10 inside of it. Use the statement every single month. Don't touch it. Do you care if they steal it? No, because it's a positive balance. You don't owe anything, and you got $10 in it. Guess what? Still counts as a bank statement. And you're not giving anybody anything that you actually use. That's a gem, ladies and gentlemen, because a lot of people are afraid to give them something that they don't have. Ladies and gentlemen, if you give them something that you're not worried about them giving it, then you have nothing to worry about. As long as you keep a positive balance and you show that there's there, you don't have to worry about nothing. Just give them that. They're not, like I said, they're not checking your balance. They're checking if you would give that positive information. That's a gem. Nobody else is going to tell you that. Ray, drop the Chime account in there, and I'm going to look for the SoFi one right now, real quick. Actually, I think it was right here, but okay. In the same thing, that's that one out of the way. Okay? Now, after all that is done, after you guys are all said and done, you got this all set up, you're going to come down, you're going to ignore all the rest of this stuff over here, ladies and gents. All the rest of this stuff, we don't need it. Why? Why don't we need it? Because we just want to save it. Once we save it, it's going to bring us back to this screen right here. When you get back to this screen right here, give me 1 second, guys. Get back to the screen, you should see your thing saved, and this is what it should look like. All the information over here. When all the information is here, okay? What the heck is going on here? When all the information is here, you're going to add whatever thing, you're going to double check everything first. You're going to add whatever you need over here. Give me 1 second. I'm getting that stuff from SoFi. I want to give you guys the SoFi information. I ain't dumb. Affiliates is the greatest thing that you guys can do. If you ever have a chance to give somebody your affiliate, always do it. Get $75. I get $75 if you guys open up a thing, and I think you guys get $25 as well for a SoFi account. If you guys open up a SoFi account, I don't get anything with Chime, but SoFi, hey, look. Now I put the SoFi in there for the referral program, so you can see that. So now, when I go through each of these pieces, I double check each of these things. I see everything works. Karen Elizabeth samples, date of birth, social security, phone number, everything. I make sure that this is matched, okay? This looks good. I'm gonna now go down to the bottom and I'm gonna upload the files. I'm gonna click choose file and I'm gonna look at my thing. Now I label all my files, ladies and gentlemen. I label them first name, last name, whatever it is. So this is first name, last name, whatever. This is, where's the other one? First name, last name, first name, last name, first name, last name. So when I have all this stuff labeled first name, last name, what happens is now I'm uploading them and I know that. It's first name, last name, whatchamacallit, first name, last name, ID, first name, last name, social security, first name, last name, or SSC, first name, last name, POA, proof of address. When I do that, I know exactly what the document is going for. Okay, and then what that is when I'm going to generate the letters, I'll show you at the bottom, it'll say that. And then this one's first name, last name, passport card. Okay, I'm done. And now I uploaded it looks like this. If your ID does not look like this, guys, we got a problem. So let's get it to look like this. Take a piece of paper, okay? Take a piece of paper like this. Take your ID, take your documentation, put it over, and take your account, take your picture on top, okay? Take your picture on top. Now it looks perfect. Now, some people, I got a scanning app. Okay, utilize the scanning app. Whatever floats your boat, but it's got to look like that. If it looks like that, you're good. Take a screenshot of that. Put ready in the chat when you take a screenshot of that. Perfect. Thank you, Ray. Perfect. So now our ID is done. Now we got to upload our credit report. This is going to be the hardest thing for a lot of people. So I'm going to make it as easy as possible. I click save over here. Anything that I do, I click save and I go out of. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete. I'm going to go to that other profile and I'm going to delete the credit report out of it. Okay. Ray, do we still have the person's information in here? Let's see. Do I still have?
I have the.
Yes, it's right here.
code.
I found it. Okay.
Okay.
So now look. There's a key that goes with each person's code. How do we do that? Well, I'm going to come in over here. This is it. This is the page. How do we get to this page? You see this little golden person on the top over here? It says my profile over here. You're going to click that thing and it's going to bring you to this page. When you come to this page, right? When you come to this page, you need to click regenerate client token. The client token is how you speak thoroughly through the back end of the system. So there's no copying anything. This is a thing between both softwares that are talking. It's called APIs. When both APIs are speaking to one another, that it says, okay, I have access to pull the credit report. Please give me the credit report. So watch how it's going to work. So I'm going to take the email address of this person right here, which is their username, and I'm going to do something. I'm going to reply over here, right? I'm going to show you how it goes. Watch this. Ready? I'm going to delete it for you guys. When I come down, you see there's nothing here. In the credit monitoring section, there's nothing. There's absolutely nothing. I'm going to click that plus sign. It's going to bring me to another page. It says Epic Pro Report V2. So now I'm going to copy the email address, which is right there. I'm going to copy that email address, right? Which I just copied. And then I'm going to copy the code, the special token that was given from right here in the regenerate client token. Once I'm done, I'm going to paste that in monitoring password / token. And I'm going to do that, right? And then I'm going to hit save. Watch this. Now the systems are talking to each other. It says, hey, do me a favor, give me this credit report. System goes, okay, thank you. And boom, it sends the credit report over. It says import has been successful. Does that make sense to everybody? Is that something that everybody understands? Did somebody get lost? No? Okay, we're going to move on. That's the key. Now we have the credit report. Just go back to profile. We have the credit report. We have everything set up. Everything looks right. Everything's ready to go. Now we're going to go to send rounds of attack and we're going to start generating letters. When we go to send rounds of attack and we're going to start generating letters, if you're new, you have nothing here. If you're older, you've generated your letters, you're going to have your name here. You're going to have something here. So we're going to go over here and we're going to click go to round of attack. And I'm going to select the client that I just created, Karen. And I'm going to do this. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to know nothing about this software, right? You want to know absolutely nothing about this software, and you just want the AI to generate something for you, you click maximum effectivency focus, go from there, and you're good to rock and roll. Okay? That's the key. Done. I'm finished. If you want me to print the letters for you so you don't have to print them yourself, here's your discount code for tonight, TPNPA. What does that stand for? The name of my company is Total Post and Print. And A is my name, Ali, so you're getting that from me. TPNPA is the discount code. You click generate, it'll generate the letters, we're done. Done. That's it. Simple as that. Make sense? Now, let's do it ourselves. Let's do it ourselves, right? We're going to click do it ourselves. Do it yourself, attack letter focused. And now we're going to turn it up even further. Do it ourselves turns you into a power user. What's the difference? The AI will generate whatever letter it wants for the round. I'm going to always pick the most aggressive one. Again, it will generate whatever it wants for the round. I'm going to generate the most aggressive one. Does that make sense? What the AI does, it becomes a randomizer. Goes in, just creates a random letter. It could be a low letter, it could be a high letter, it could be something random. We're not going to do that. We're going to create the most aggressive every time, right? So we're going to hit do yourself. Leave me as the printing team and go over here and click generate. Now what's going to happen is it's going to bring you to this screen. Now when we come to this screen, guys. Oh shit, Ray already dropped it for you. This screen's got the work to execute over here. The work to execute is going to be your AI, and this is how the AIs are broken down. So Ray, put that in the chat, download that, okay? That is a screen to tell you what is the most aggressive and what is the least aggressive. So MPEP is the quote unquote most aggressive. MPEC is the second most aggressive, not really much between them. Just the amount of rounds. One's got 8, the other one's got 6. And then PSCA is the third most aggressive, which has a whole different letter set. And then it goes least after that. So you want to know what you're taking with, save this, keep this. This is a cheat sheet for you guys when you're selecting your rounds. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to select my round. I do MPEC because why? Everybody tells you to pick MPEP. The system is going to pick it up. It's not going to pick up MPEC. There's only a few random of you that do that. I have 8 people in class tonight, right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 people in class tonight. Versus a bunch of people in the software that don't come to these trainings. They're getting trainings elsewhere that don't have the information that's coming through. Make sense? So, I want to give you guys that idea of just use the MPEC from here, okay? Now, every round is the 30 days that you're in. If you make a mistake, you don't generate opulence 2. You don't generate opulence 3 if you make another mistake, 4, 5, and 6. You keep generating opulence 1 until you get out of that 30-day mark. What does that mean? If I make 5 mistakes today, I don't generate up to opulence 6. I keep generating opulence 1 over and over and over again. So I generate opulence 1. And if you're in financial troubles and you still want to do credit repair right now, right? What I want you guys to do, okay, is what do you mean by make a mistake? You know when you had to generate another GA, Ms. Brooks? That's a mistake. You forgot something. A lot of people don't realize there's a lot of mistakes when you don't follow along suit. You remember how I told you to pay attention during the manage accounts, how to do everything? That's when people make mistakes. That's a major part where they make mistakes. The next piece is just, all that stuff. So that's why we want to make sure that we're in that piece, right? If you want to generate a cost-effective manner, you select all in blue, hit 6, default, default, default. So I'm going to use the bottle of water method to explain this to everybody. I got a bottle of water. Think of the letters that you sent to the bureau as a bottle of water, okay? This method, I send everything in one big jug like this, right? If the bureau decides it doesn't like this jug and cuts it, that's it, it's done. All the water spills out, and that's it. You have nothing. It's the same thing with the blue method. It could take longer for that reason, right? The green method, think of the same 20-ounce bottle of water, right? Well, this is actually more. This is 33, okay? Think of the same bottle of water, but now put in the little small ones, the Poland Spring ones, the small ones, right? and call that your category. Each of these ones are the categories. Each of these green boxes is a category. Now, if the bureau stalls out one bottle of water, on the green method, it only stalls one small one. It doesn't stall out the whole big one. So that's why I always tell everybody to select the green, because it's the more aggressive way of sending out your letters, okay? So, for this case, we got to find out what's on the credit report. So we're going to select green. We're going to go unlimited, and we're going to do that. Click OK. I'm going to make everybody's life easy over here. Search this little... Oh, no. I need that one. That was an actual good report. Damn it, I got to do it all over again. Default. Okay, there we go. Okay. There we go. Yeah, that's crazy. All right, guys, everybody ready? Watch this. Ready? Come over here to the circle over here. You see everything, all the circles? What circle is not positive? Or let me ask you like this. What circle is positive? If you had to assume, which circle color is the positive one?
All the ones that green.
Beautiful. Thank you, Mr. Bryant. I appreciate that. So I'm going to click hide positive items. And now I'm going to get rid of all the green ones. And now, Ray dropped the cheat sheet in the chat. Make sure that you have the cheat sheet. I'm going to split the screen, and I'm going to show you guys how to go through this really, really freaking quickly, so you guys don't make an error. Ready? Here's the first negative item. Down here, underneath here, I see all this stuff is blinking, whatever case. Don't worry about the blinking stuff. Don't make a difference. Okay, you see 1 over here? 1 is the first thing. You see the purple? It's got purple on the cheat sheet. So what I do on the cheat sheet is I match the colors with what we have, because some of them we don't have, right, with what's here. So I'll take that. I'll look at the purple. I'll click the purple. I'll come over here, type a reported issue. Personal identifier information. Personal information. Personal identifier information. Personal information. And it's purple. Perfect. I'll click attack. And I'll check it. Just the man I wanted to see. Mr. Deontay Lynn, please do not leave tonight's class without speaking to me. Okay, so now, once that's done, I'm going to move on to the next one. I'm going to click on number 2. Again, type of reported issue is inquiries, right? All inquiries. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to hit that check mark. Boom. I know everything in the 2 box or in this light color brown is going to be an inquiry. So I'm going to go over to 25. I'm going to say 25, type of reported issue is going to be a charge-off. Well, let's see what we have for charge-offs. We got student loan charge-off. We got medical charge-off and collections. And we got all other charge-off and collections. We'll go over here. This is charge-off, right? We're not going to look at anything. It doesn't say student loan charge-off and collections, so it's not a student loan. It doesn't say medical charge-off and collection, so it's not a medical charge-off. So the only thing that it is all other charge-off and collection. We're not looking in the credit report. We're looking here. Everything is here. See? It says medical collection. It says student loan charge-off. It says it here. So if it doesn't say it, it means it's all other. So now we're going to hit that check mark. Boom. Now, we're going to hit 25, 26. 26, same thing. Says charge off. We already got it. We don't got to go for any further. Now we're going to click 27. Again, type of reported issue. All other delinquency lates 1-2 information, right? Let's go look for all other delinquency lates 1-2 information. Boom. All other delinquency lates 1-2. AODL 1-2. Perfect. Check mark. I'm done. Guess what? I read the whole credit report. I read all the negative items. I double checked my data right here. Look at my data. Boom, 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 boom. Looks perfect, right? It looks perfect. I come over here. I click top. Oops. I click top. I click client info. I want to make sure everything's perfect. All the information matches the way that it should. Great. I go over here to general settings. I click include all three bureau. Now here's where we get to have fun. We're going to reset the AI and say, hey, AI, I have all the data I need. I need to put in the right data now. So I'm going to check all in red. Why? Because red means do not attack. And now I'm just going to follow the cheat sheet. PI, personal identifier information. I'm going to click that. All other all inquiries. I'm going to click that. All other charge-off collection. All other charge-off collection. All other delinquency lates 1-2. All other delinquency lates 1-2. Now do me a favor, ladies and gentlemen. How many green boxes are selected? Beautiful. How many credit bureaus are there? There we go. Ms. Brooks, good answer. Ms. Brooks, good answer. So, ladies and gentlemen, what's 4 times 3? Because there's 3 credit bureaus, and there's 4 green boxes. Perfect, Ms. Brooks. So you're literally going to go to the first box and you're going to look for 12. 12's not here. We round up to the next number. So we go to 15. Default. I hit next. That is a perfect credit repair letter. I am done. I'm going to hit generate. I'm completed. I'm finished. I am finished. That's it. It's done. Was that hard, ladies and gentlemen? I mean, it's not hard when you have the cheat sheet. A lot of people forget what's on their credit report. That's it. Completed. And then this is what the letter looks like. 10 pages, all over with everything that's there. I'm done, ladies and gentlemen. You guys can ask questions now. You can go through whatever needs to be done. But I completed that. That's the whole software in a nutshell. Q&A is open. So the software will not attack a positive account. So if there's a late payment on said account or it's an inquiry, it will attack all inquiries, yes, but not a positive account. The software knows not to attack positive accounts, so there is some sort of negative item with that account. There has to be a negative. It just doesn't randomly see that there's a positive account and attacks it. There has to be something with that negative that account. It has to be. I'm not. And if there is no negative on that account, then I would let the software company know immediately and let them know that there's a error inside of the software. But I'm going to tell you, 3 years here, I've never seen an attack on a positive account. Also, I own my own version. I've never seen it attack a positive account. I just want you to know that. I'm not calling you a liar, Ms. Brooks, and I'm not saying that in any which way, shape, and form, but I know there's got to just inside of me, I know that there's something there that's got to be negative that's pushing it. It's very good on identifying negatives. Very, very good. There's a lot of hours behind this software in the sense of it to identify negatives and what's there. I promise you that. That's something I could say from the validity. I used to use this software in my own credit repair company when I had a credit repair company. Yes, I do. If you don't want to mail it, I will mail it for you. There is an extra cost in the mailing, so yes. Once that's done, we'll mail it out for you. You'll get a receipt via picture when it's mailed. Normally, I'm going to say this to everybody. I send everything with tracking. So if you get a bill for like $400, don't worry that you got a bill for $400. That's with tracking. I do not suggest that you do not send it with tracking. I don't make any extra money on the stamps. I just prefer it that way because I always have people complain that their stuff never arrived to the bureau or got lost or whatever. And as soon as I hand it over to the post office and you have a tracking number, it's out of my hands. You take it up with the person that it's actually fault, which is the United States Postal Office. I have no postal trade line change or information redacted, account narrative changed. I don't on my free score now. I have a notes pop up that says trade lines change. So something happened. Something's being done. So something's being removed. Something's being changed or updated. That's the software doing its job. That's your credit repair later is doing what it needs to. I would assume. I don't know what's there. I don't look at your file. I don't know what has anything to do with your file. So I can't comment on it in the sense of like, this is exactly what happened. But realistically, I would assume something's happened with the letter that you sent out because you did say you sent out the letter. So back to what I was saying with printing is I do that, but doesn't mean that we don't send out standard letters. We do send out standard letters. It's just whatever you want to do. I would always suggest that you just let me know which way you want to go about it, and we go that way. That's it. Anybody else? Any other questions, ladies and gentlemen? I don't know what my wife is making, but damn, that shit smells good. Yeah, I told you guys I'm hungry. I said it. I just did a podcast from 6 to about 7:45, 7:50. Then I ran upstairs and I went to the bathroom. That's why I was late. That's why I was late. So I didn't even get to eat. I didn't even get to eat dinner tonight. So it's like, I'm hungry now. I'm like, me hungry. But that doesn't mean I'm leaving because I'm hungry. I just want to make sure that I get everybody's questions answered and make sure that everybody's good and what's going on. Ray, can we drop the YouTube channel for everybody, please?
Sure.
I got a awesome video on the YouTube channel coming out. Don't forget, we have our own students. Ray, drop Dion's school link inside of the chat.
Sure.
Guys, if you print with us, we get our own. We give you our own school, so you can join school with us. We give you our own school that goes over like letters, advanced tactics, things like that inside the software. So if you do print with us, you do get access to a whole nother community, and we build up from there. So just let us know when you're going from that. Ms. Brooks, so you see that lovely gentleman? His name is Ray at the top. You give him your email address, he sends you the thing for school. You got to get with him. Ray, we need to change that email that says that the thing to text you directly for access to the school.
Okay.
Okay, so tomorrow, put that on the list for tomorrow that we have to change that email so that they text you for access to the school, because I know not many people read it, but.
So yes, Ms. Brooks, you text Ray and you'll get access to the school community. What else, guys? What else? Any other questions? Damn, yo, these classes used to go 2 hours long, almost 3 hours. Everybody's just flying through. Everybody quiet. Lately, I see everybody. What's the number? What's the number to text? Oh, that's if you pay for printing, Miss Liz Mary. If you paid for printing, you get access to our school community. Ray put the text to Dion's community up there. So once you print, you'll get access. You'll get access to that school community. I'll try my best. Yeah, some people, we don't just give that one free willy-nilly. You know, some people come in here and they never print with us, they never work with us. So I don't give you all the sauce. It's not gatekeeping. I'm told to teach the basic stuff. I teach the basic stuff. And you guys get the more advanced stuff if you lock in. Pretty much. Mr. Perryman, how are you?
What's up, bro?
I'm hungry, bro. Me hungry. Me hungry. Any other questions? Yo, it's crazy when I go through this shit so fast, it's not even funny. I'm waiting for Q to blow up my shit and turn around and say, hey, I got a question about something else. Yeah, I know. No other questions? Nobody has any other questions? Guys, I stopped dropping gems because nobody locks in anymore. I ain't getting any extra printing out of class. I stopped dropping gems all the time because people are like, I'll just show up on Tuesday and Wednesday and just get free game. No free game no more. No free game no more. You don't ask questions, you don't get free game. Closed mouth don't get fed. I just found out that's a biblical term. Yeah. I try my best, Ms. Brooks. I really do try my best to explain it as best as I can and make sure that you guys understand it. I take my time on it. I don't rush through it. It may seem like I'm rushing, but I'm not. If I go any slower, people are gonna hate me. So I try to go. I try to go at medium speed. So just to make sure that everybody understands it and focus on it. There's only two parts that people need to understand that you need to focus on this software: the manage profile, and the send rounds of attack. You focus on that one, and you focus on that one really good. You're good there. Is double-sided printing a more lower cost? What's your suggestion with your experience? So I only print double-sided because I'm not wasting trees. So with this software, I'm not doing that. So it's not that. Your cost is lower if you do it yourself always, but you're not factoring in time cost. That's what a lot of people don't factor in. They don't factor in time cost. Your time is money. So don't factor that in as well, and then you'll get the real cost. I did it with somebody else the other day, and they realized they were spending more money to print it themselves than they were to come through me. But yes, double-sided. It could lower your thing down. Depends on your printer. I don't know what you have. I don't know how you work. If you got to sit there, some people still have the printer that they got to flip it on and then do the other side. If you have that printer, you're gonna waste your time. If your printer does it automatically for you, that's a different story. That'll lower the cost because it's just printed. Realistically, over time, for what you guys pay for paper, depending on what you get your paper for, I think you guys pay close to 10 cents a sheet. Could be close to 10 cents a sheet depending on what you guys buy. And if it's 10 cents a sheet, you're going to save 10 cents. Working on dispute, we'll be sending it off with your mailing. Bruh, if you send it off with me, don't worry, I got you. I got you. We always print double sided. I'm never gonna take you to the thing. And if you keep working with us, don't worry. We're working on a piece right now that after a certain time, if you guys email address keeps coming into the system, I was working on it with my guys today. Here, let me show you guys what I'm working on. This is sick. This is actually sick. Where is here? Where is it? Here we go. So this is new print software. So when you guys come in, we're gonna give you the actual software, and we're gonna be able to track your clientele as you come through. So now, as you keep sending more to us, the more business you send to us, the lower your price is gonna go. So if you stay consistent with us, your price is automatically gonna go lower. It's just gonna be built into the software. So after certain periods, yeah. Oh, you want to see my background? Check my background out. So, yeah, it's just we're just building. Loyalty gets rewarded by me. What? What's the sheesh for?
The background, bro. That background is hard.
Really?
Really? You think?
This
Yeah,
one?
that's hard. I mean, you had another one before, but you switched it up. That one hard. I like that one.
Well, because this one's mine. This is the goal, brother. This is my manifestation.
Yeah, that's hard. You gonna have that real.
That's nice.
Well,
I got a question though, bro. I have my hands up.
I know. I got you. Where you at? Talk to me. Talk to me.
So look, I know I gotta dig for questions when it's not dealing with Metro, but
Let's make sure that everybody
yeah, I
gets
know.
ready to credit repair questions. Once the
Yeah,
credit repair questions are
yeah.
done, then I got you.
No, it's about Metro.
Oh,
So,
beautiful.
and I'm sure you answered this question before, but when you send it, when you get those store letters, right, on the first round, um, what is your suggestion? I mean, I know to sit off the second round, but do I do an affidavit with that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. They have to. All the stuff is in the paid in full community. So if you're in my community, you got it for free. All you got to do is go to the free shit and just grab whatever you need. Guess what? I'm giving some game when it comes to stall letters. I'm giving some sick ass game is coming out to stall letters in the community.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah, I got some really good luck with Equifax on this one client I did. Like they deleted almost everything, but TransUnion and Experian they sent the stall letters.
Always gonna be a bitch. Always gonna be a
Mm-hmm.
bitch. Always gonna be a bitch, man. Oh my god, they are just a pain in the you know what. I hate it. They are definitely a pain in the you know what. But yeah, damn it, where'd that picture go? I want to show you guys the new one I'm putting up. But yes, they're a pain in the you know what, so don't worry about it. I got you. Who else? Who else got questions? I love questions, guys. Don't think I don't love questions. I love questions. It makes the system go a lot quicker. Where the hell did it go? Ready for this one, guys? This is a new one. So manifestation is a key that I believe in. TPMPA, remember the name of the company is Total Post and Print, TPMPA, and then my name, Ali. This is the one I'm working on this is what I worked on right now. This is the new manifestation. Had some new shit come out, and manifesting real destiny right now is the key, is what I'm really working on. Where the hell is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. So here's the manifestation I'm working on right now. Just to show you guys what's coming. Downloads. Check this out. This is the new one. That's the new one. There's actually another one on this one, but I don't know where it is. Give me a second. It's supposed to, here it is. Because I had to put my actual car in it. So here it is. And this is what I'm going to change it with. So Just to give you that idea. You guys should be doing this every day. So this is my actual car, right? So when I talk to you guys, like this manifesting, and then these are where I want to go, and then the jet is what I want to get. So working with the software that I have and all the stuff is where we're trying to go. So you guys should be doing the same thing. ChatGPT doesn't cost anything to actually generate a manifestation for you. Regardless of whatever it is, put yourself in the front seat of a car that you want. Go to the dealership and sit down in the car. I don't care what dealership it is. You want a Rolls? Go sit down in a Rolls. You want a BMW? Go sit down in a BMW. Go sit down in a Mercedes. I was doing this way before you guys. I actually didn't even realize I did this shit. I worked at a dealership for such a long time because everybody believes the manifestation starts in the car. And my boss used to hand me the keys to the Mercedes, used to hand me the keys to the Beamers, used to hand me the keys to all these cars. And I didn't realize one day I'd be owning it. Like one day I'd actually be owning it. Now I got 2 Beamers. But you put it up. Like I see it every day. So when I see this every day, right? I look at this every single freaking day. It makes me want it more every day. Because the same shit of what I said to somebody else, I was talking to this, it's the God's honest truth. I was talking about this to somebody and I was like, it sounds so freaking weird, but it's the truth. Ready? I hate going to the airport now. I hate worrying about other people with this sicknesses and shit like that. Well, somebody doesn't take care of themselves. Somebody doesn't do something. I hate going to the airport. So let me make enough money so that I never have to walk into an airport. I literally walk into the. I did it. Everybody once. Do me a favor. I don't even think I have. Let me see if I do. I think I have an affiliate. So let me double check that. I'm gonna give you guys a company that I want you to look up for, and I want you to go on them at least once. And if you go on them once, I promise you, your life will change. You will actually turn around and say to me, holy crap, I didn't realize it, because I am successful. I'm not uber rich. I was the poorest person in the room when I went to this place. I was the poorest person in the room. And I'm like, I'm freaking successful. Like, holy shit, this sucks. Right? Hold on. Let me see if there's... I did create a profile, so where's my link? It is. Give me a second. I'm gonna show you guys how to do this. I'm gonna share. Okay. Here we go. Let me get my code. No. Hold on. I'm gonna show you guys what this is. This was crazy, and I told my wife about it. I was like, honey, you don't believe it. Like, I didn't understand what it is until you actually go in and you're like, you start doing it. Like, you start actually being around people that have status, and it's like, I click log in. So what the heck is going on? Share your code. Let's try this one more time. Let's see what happens. I did this for my Miami trip, and when I did this on my Miami trip, this changed everything. Like, I'm serious for you guys. Like, it's crazy. Watch, I'm not gonna be able to do it. It's okay. I'll let you guys know about it. If anybody type in the chat, have you ever heard of some company called JSX? Put it in the chat if you ever heard of a company called JSX. I can charter a full plane. Shit, I can charter a full plane. That's sick. All right. No. Go to jsx.com. Okay. Go to jsx.com. There's only certain airports that you can book it out of. They'll tell you what it is. Okay. So I live in New York, so I'll book out of New York. The New York to Florida is the best one to do it. It's the Miami leg. But if you're doing over here, these are all the things that you can book. Realistically, guys, if you look inside of what just go watch a video. If you look inside of what this thing is, this is a private airplane. high-speed Wi-Fi on the airport. I was on the airplane. I was literally in the back of the airplane, felt like I was in the front of the airplane first class. They had a table next to me, and I didn't feel any different. Does a lady own the company? I don't know who owns the company. I don't know who owns this company at all. I don't know anything besides that they're the best freaking airline I flew with. And I found them because I was in the private airport. There's a private airport connects to in Westchester over here. This is like half commercial, half private. And I was talking about chartering a jet when we got closed down during the lockout, and it popped up. I took them down to Florida the next week. They were amazing, absolutely amazing. They fly into Fort Lauderdale. They fly into West Palm. They fly all over the place. Honestly, amazing airplane, amazing flight to go into. They're a little bit expensive, but they're freaking worth it. I literally walked in. I swear to God, the hand to my mother. May God strike me dead right now if I'm lying to you. My mother-in-law's house is 15 minutes from the airport. Everybody put in the chat, how long should it take us to get to the airport if we got to go to a normal airport? Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. How long should we go to the airport before the plane takes off? Perfect. 3 to 4 hours. You're 100% right. You on the same level as me. Okay? You on the same level. Like 2 hours at minimum, like I got to be in the airport. 15 minutes. 15 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. You hand them your passport. You hand them your passport. You go through, and it's passport only. No ID. Passport only. You hand them your passport. Literally walk in and get right on the plane. The security check is like that. 20 seconds. Right on the plane. Literally walk in, walk right out onto the runway, right onto the plane. They're loaded. They're taking your bag as you're walking through. No boarding pass, no nothing. They check your name. You're on the thing. Boom, you're already on the plane. I didn't like Dallas. I'll be honest with you. Dallas was crazy. I did not like Dallas at all. So that's it. Like this one, check it. Next time you got to fly somewhere, if you can fly to Dallas, you want to fly to Houston, you want to fly to Scottsdale, whatever. If you got to go to Dallas and you can fly to any of these places, I even said it to myself next time. I am going New York to Miami. I'm going to stay at night in Miami and then fly out in the morning from Miami to Dallas if I ever got to go back out to Dallas, because they don't do a direct flight from New York. I will absolutely do that without a shadow of a doubt. I would rather pay more money to fly on this airline than do that. Like I said, I walked into the room. I was the poorest person in the room, and I'm successful. There was a gentleman in there that I looked at him. I looked him up. He was the board member of Viacom. You know what Viacom is, ladies and gentlemen? That is a TV network. He was a board member. He sat on the board. So if we want to be in the room, we have to know what they're doing to fly in the room. Why? People want anonymity. I didn't walk up to him. I didn't do nothing. He was sat down. I was getting coffee, and I introduced myself. I said, hello, my name's Ali. This is the first time I've flown on this thing. What do you like about this? He goes, this is my second time. I like it that it's quiet. I like that nobody bothers you. There's famous people in the room, and nobody gives you shit. And I sat down. I was like, damn, man. Like, you can't even nerd out when you're in the room, because that's the whole thing. It's like, he's just another person. We all make money. Like, that's the key. And that's what it changed for me when I tell people, like, you got to start having your manifestations up when you do that. Once you fly on this airline, the next thing that you're going to say, how do I get my own? How do I get my own jet? I don't fly enough to have my own jet. But I know if I had it, I'd fly more. because I hate going to the airport. I hate going to the airport. But immediately, I said immediately, I know if I had my own, I would definitely 100% fly more. I'd bring my wife and my kid a lot more often wherever I needed to go. Why? Because I have it. You don't leave anything home. You just hop on a jet. You don't need to leave anything home because your jet is there. So that's where my mindset is at, personally, me. And that's how you guys should be thinking about the things that you want, the things that you want to do, the things that you need in life. You want a house? How many people that want a house, right, have gone to actually look at houses, have gone to an open house? How many people done that? Put a me in the chat if you've done that. No. I don't see any me's in the chat. There we go. Thank you, Liz. One person. How can you want something and not go see what it's about? Not go understand it. Yes, I do it all the time. I want to hear that. That's fine. But the same thing, a house, a car, I'm just using that as an example. Piece of jewelry, a watch, right? Anything that you have to manifest something is to actually do it, okay? I'll give you a good one. You guys are all manifesting good credit. You know how I know you're all manifesting good credit? A lot of you show up to this class to get the same information every week over and over and over again. I know you're trying to manifest good credit. You guys to manifest something, you got to keep doing it. Why? Because you're going to work harder naturally. Naturally, you're going to work harder. So when I was living down county, right, before I moved up county, when I was living down county, Greenwich, Connecticut was very close. And Greenwich, Connecticut has all the high-end dealerships, all the supercar dealerships, everything. So before I got the cars, right, you really can obtain the why. I'm going to hit that right now. Before I got the cars, you start going to these areas and you start looking at these areas, start looking around in these areas, start looking at things and be like, well, why is this person can afford it and this, I can't? Because you don't have a why. You don't have a why. I just go to work because they told me to. Understand what I just said? I just go to work because they told me to. Not I go to work because I want something. I want to be better. I want to be stronger. I want to be the best. What did I just say? I came out of a podcast, right? Went upstairs, went to the restroom. I haven't seen my wife and kid. I'm hungry, the whole nine, and I came in and had this class. I got a why. They're upstairs. Everybody told me when they saw that my kid was at the event when I was doing the score machine event, when they saw my kid and my wife at the event, you have your why. You have your why. I have my why. Do you have yours? Having your why will push you 100 times. I went to bed at 5 a.m. this morning. I was up at 10, ready to rock and roll. Ready to do what I needed to do. And I was working from my phone in bed. I got up at 12. I took a shower. No, I didn't take a shower today. I'll take a shower tonight. I got up at 12. I came down and right into my office down here. I've been going since 12 o'clock. In the office. I haven't moved from the office. I got up a couple of times just to move and stretch my legs, go to the bathroom, but that's about it. You have your why, trust me, it'll push you beyond limits that you even knew that you had. But give yourself the why. Everybody in the chat right now, tell me why you want better credit. And don't tell me money. Don't tell me money. Tell me why you actually want better credit. Okay, Q, elaborate. Elaborate. What do you mean take care of your family? Better credit ain't going to take care of your family. It's just going to put you in debt. Don't give me take care of my family. Give me the why. What's the real why?
There we
Honestly,
go.
I just need freedom, bro. I got a 5-year-old, and there are things. Something's just so
Q,
simple as
Q.
what's that?
Credit isn't gonna buy you freedom. What
I
is it?
know it.
What is it gonna buy you? Get to the point. Give me the hone in. Hone in. What is it gonna get you that gets you freedom?
So the credit is definitely is going to get me funded. That way I could.
Forget. How,
Huh?
how are you gonna get to the money? Tell me how you're gonna get to the money.
I'm gonna lock in. Well, I already locked in.
You
I'm locked in right now.
when you get a, so credit is gonna get you funding. Funding is gonna get you what? What are you gonna use with the funding?
I'm going to build my business for my family.
What business are you gonna build? There we go.
So right now I'm building my profile, and I'm going to help others, build their profile to do the same thing I'm doing.
So you're gonna start a credit repair business?
Well, I want to lean more towards funding business,
That's
and
fine.
then
That's fine. Okay.
mhm,
So you're gonna start a business and credit debt the debt, not the debt, excuse me. The credit is gonna help you fund your business. Perfect. That's what I wanted to hear, bro.
yes,
You gotta hone it. See, if your mind is clouded with what your why is, I know I'm gonna get there, right? I know I'm gonna get there. Don't get rid of the clouds, bro. Take an air blower, get rid of the clouds. I need to get this, to get this, to get this.
right.
You know why we quit? Do you know
It's
why
too many clouds,
bingo. We can't see the end goal.
right?
I'm so happy it was you that came off mute, because that's exactly what I needed to pull it out of you. Because you know how many people can't answer that question correctly? You know how many people can't answer that question? I want to take care of my family. How? Well, I want to get debt. How? Well, I got to do this. How? You didn't answer the question. You just kept adding more to which you added more and more clouds to the actual goal of I want to start a funding company. That's the how. That's how I that's how I take care of my family. That makes sense to everybody that's in here?
That make a lot of sense.
Constance, freedom, flexibility, more positions to be a steward, make a difference, travel, note invested, accredited investor to qualify, purchasing. To get to accredited investor, you need to have $100,000 in the bank every single month. Okay? At least. And that's liquid, not used to pay things. You know why? I'm trying to become an accredited investor, so I know that. So, Constance, what are you going to do to
Get everything, get all the knowledge as I can. But as I'm learning, I'm also doing other people and still trying to get
bingo?
more and more clients. And guess what? I'm fixing other people's credit. They credit score going up as faster than mine's. I'm just learning, and I'm just applying the information that I'm learning. So I just want to say that, because even though you could tell people, even if you didn't start on your credit yet, you could say, hey, look, because you have the information, especially if you in the paid in full school, the information is there. And then you go in these classes, if you got questions, Ali's going to help you. So it's like, boom, you take on these two clients, like you said, if you charge them $500 each, there go your $1,000, and then you can move from there. So I just
Some
say
people
that.
like a cushion, Q. Some people like a cushion, and that cushion, I understand how she is. I'm like that too. I have a cushion on all my accounts. I have a cushion that anything that I have a safety net to fall off of. So you got to understand is, how do I get to the cushion? How do I make the money for the cushion? And if I make the money for the cushion, how do I get there? That's the key. When you start bragging about what you do, your workplace is the first place you start bragging. And that's the key. It'll start coming in like wildfire, because guess what? You're in a just over broke with people that are in the same situation as you, and that go up instantly like that from where you were at. A call center for Spectrum? Come on, bro.
Mhm.
That literally, I would start putting flyers in the freaking workplace that I do credit repair. You'll have 1,000 clients before the end of the month.
But you have to understand that this is the thing that I like to put in people's head. I like to put this thing in people's head. It's like you just gotta know where to start. You just gotta know where to start. And a lot of people don't start. They stuck. So my business partner, Dre, will always say, you have 90% of people, then you have this 10% of people. They want to suck up all the knowledge, but they never execute. You tell me you go to the library every day. You don't need to be in a library. If you know the information and you went to Stanford, you are a smart freaking person. You don't need to be in a library. Go out and go execute. Your problem is not knowledge. Your problem is execution. Go out and go get the client to get the money. You know, I tell people this. You know when I really started making money is when I stepped out. When I stepped out of school and I stepped into real life. And real life, they want executors. That's the key. I love it. I love it. Like the ideas that I have, the execution that I have, the things the way that I look at it, numbers and data. You got to look at data. That's what the best executors do. They look at data. And the way that I know this is I was in the room with some of the best executors and I watch how they look at the data. The guy goes, if I invest $1, if I invest $1, what's my return? My ROI, my return on investment. What's my return? Well, if I invest $1 and it brings me back 10, well, if I invest 100, it should bring me back 1,000. And if I invest 1,000, it should bring me back 10,000. If I invest 10,000, bring me back 100,000. But how do I get to the ROI if I don't invest in the first place? And that's the key. It's putting ourselves in the shoes to get on the boots on the ground and move forward. So that's the key of where I'm at. So that's what I'm trying to talk to you guys. Like, that's your, everybody's here for a different reason. Q, you here for a different reason. Constance, you're here for a different reason. Mr. Perryman's here for a different reason. But here's the thing. How do we get to that goal? That goal is execution. That's what I'm trying to get to everybody's head, is get rid of the clouds and execute. I know when I wake up in the morning, I come sit at this desk, I have to solve problems that make my execute. Find the problems and then execute it. Get rid of the problems. Execute it. Execute to get rid of the garbage so that I can keep pressing forward.
I have a question for everyone. Do you happen to know an AI website builder?
Lovable. I'll give you that answer.
Lovable? Okay, thank you.
I'll give you that answer because my 13-year-old nephew went to the businesses that I just told you in town and made $2,000 in one day, and created their web.
Oh my gosh! Okay.
And created their websites for that because guess what? He wanted a custom gaming computer and it was going to cost $2,000. And he made it in 24 hours.
Wow. What a cool kid.
I'm telling you stuff that I'm watching people do. But here's the thing. We're no longer have to be old with this knowledge. Youngings have this knowledge and they're making money. Why are the old people not making money? You know why? I told you the question. We overcomplicate the shit. You know what the difference the kid wants? He has his why. He can clearly see his why. I want a gaming computer. It's going to take me $2,000 to get it. I'm going to go get it. When we can see the why, holy shit, what we turn into. We turn into monsters. I have my why now. I want to lose weight to be healthy for my daughter. I went and purchased all the shit that I need to do that. I didn't get up from the chair, but I got the starting of everything that I needed to. That's the why. You start to execute, you start to move. That's the key of everything that I tell to everybody. Your credit is your execution. The people that are in this class that show up every week, you are the why right now. You have your why. Now, the next why is the execution. How do you get to your end goal? The end goal is financial freedom. How do you get there? What are you buying? What is the business that you need? How are you going to? Because
If you could get funding tomorrow, you don't have a plan, it doesn't matter what you do, you're going to end up right back here. And we've seen it. We know it.
Agreed. Yeah. Agreed.
We know it. We know it. The people that are sitting here that are at the top already know it. I don't ask people what they're going to do with the money anymore. You know why? You're either coming back to me one of two ways. You coming back to me for more money, or you coming back to me for credit repair, because guess what? You don't know what to do. I told you, have a plan. You didn't listen? Move on. I'm not preaching anymore. I told you, shit ain't free anymore. Shit ain't free anymore.
Okay, Ollie,
Yes, ma'am, Miss Allen.
I know you said it's not free, but I have a question. Is
Go
it
for it.
possible that you can answer?
Go. No, you hear? Go for it.
Based on the letters,
Mm-hmm.
I have a report that I'm getting ready to do,
Mm-hmm.
and it's predominantly collections that she paid, but they're still on the report. So should I use which letters should I use? M2 or yours? Oh, yours. Okay. Okay. Got it.
You know why? Go to don't start at round 1. Start at round 2.
Started round
2.
Started round 2 with yours. Okay. Okay. Just wanted to know.
I got you.
Thank you, sir.
No problem. You're gonna have to let me. I want you to keep me abreast of everything that's going on. Okay.
With hers.
With hers. I wait until Friday to do your round. I'm putting in like 40 new letters in tomorrow.
Okay. She said she won't be available till the 18th. So is that kind of like near Friday or something?
Don't worry about it. That's perfect. More than enough time. That's probably Monday. Okay.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay, cool. I'll check with you on Friday.
Yep. I should have.
Thank you, sir.
I'm gonna work on putting all those letters in tomorrow.
Okay. All right.
Miss Vicky, how are you?
Yes. Okay, so I'm trying to work on my profile, but the website that I log in,
Miss Vicky, you keep cutting in and out, sweetie. I can't hear you.
so
You keep cutting in and out like you're moving the microphone back and forth away from your mouth. No. Still no. It sound. I swear, it sounds like you in the next room.
in the chat.
Put it in the chat, Miss Vicky. I'll answer it. I went a little different today, guys, than credit. Well, once we're done with credit, I work with you guys. I do the best that I possibly can, but I try to get you guys to understand execution is the key. Execution is the way that you guys should go. Your problems are your problems. We all have problems, and I'm Miss Constance. I don't mean that negatively towards you. I'm telling you, we were all there. We were all there. Everybody that was broke that became something of themselves we were all in the same thing. Whether you was living out of a car, you were living here, you were living there, you were doing whatever, we were all there. It's what we do when we get there. You know, I forgot what I said. I saw a meme on Instagram. It said there was a guy that was struggling to pay his bills, and then there was a guy forcing him his way into the locations. You can pick two things. You can either be the one that goes like this every single month, how I'm gonna pay my bills, or you could be the one up everybody's ASS trying to figure out how to get what you want. And guess which one I'm gonna be? Up everybody's ASS. Do you know why I teach this class? I teach this class to get more business from my printing company to keep my people fed. That's why I teach this class. That's why when I talk to you guys, why I got to print. Okay, good. You guys don't realize the cost of printing. I don't make an astronomical amount on printing. I want everybody to know that. I make more from the software company. I need the correct website for Phenom. I logged in and I see nothing but the video that the website is N2 feet. Yeah, that's the website.
Well, I'm getting, oh my God.
There it is. Ray just sent you the link to log in, Miss Vicky. I got you.
Yeah.
Okay? He
Mm.
put it in the chat. But it ain't ink, you. It's time. Your time ain't cheap, ladies and gentlemen. Your time ain't cheap. Ready for this? I want everybody to understand what their cost is. Their cost is 5 times what corporate America will pay you. So if you got a job that pays you $30 an hour, you worth $150 an hour. If you got a job that pays you $50 an hour, you worth $250. If you got a job that pays you $75 an hour, I don't know what that math is. I'm not going to figure it out, but you get the point. Okay? If you got a job that pays you $100 an hour, you worth $500 an hour. If you got a salaried position, they capping your ass purposefully because they know you're worth more money. Open up your eyes. A job is just over broke. A job is just over broke. So you take that time, you times it by that and go in. Well, let me ask you a question. If one letter takes an hour to do, one says to go to the post office, to weigh it out, to put the stamps on it, to print them out, to fold them, to individually put them in the envelopes and everything. It takes you 1 hour to do each letter. You make $30 an hour, you just wasted $150 of your time. You just wasted $150 of your time. Say that letter cost you $50. If that letter cost you $300, well, why does it cost $300? Why does it cost $300? Choose your thing. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're doing this for other people, make them pay for printing. And don't charge them that much. Well, how much do I charge them? Again, take your time limit. Takes you 2 minutes to generate a letter, right? Takes you 2 minutes, right? Take that 2 minutes and times it by whatever the hell you feel like. What are you worth? $80? Put $80. You're worth $50? Put $50. Ms. Vicky, it varies. It varies all over the place. It depends on how much you send me. If you send me one file, it's going to be one file, meaning one letter to go out, versus if you send me 50 letters to go out. They're all different prices. Always just send it in. We'll take a look at it, and then we'll tell you how much it is. If it's something that you can afford, that's okay. If it's something you can't afford, that's okay too. I'm not going to tell you no. But in your head, I'm telling you, when you look at it, I'll fold it and print it and do it myself. Well, if it takes you an hour or an hour and a half to do it, and you're paying $30, you get paid $30 an hour, and you know your time is worth more than that, charge the client. Charge the client and get paid for what you're worth. People don't realize that. Watch it all the time. I watch it all the time. Look, each of you are worth something big. You guys don't realize what you're worth. You guys don't realize how good you are. I know some of you are new. I think all the new people actually left. Yeah, all the new people actually. No, Liz Mary is a new one. She stayed for the full class. All the new people are gone except for one person. Everybody in here is always here. Why? Why do you stay? I wasn't planning on giving game tonight. Why? I didn't really give game. I just told you guys exactly what to do, to execute. But you guys are smarter than that. You guys are smarter than the situation that you are in. And if you're not smarter than that, you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be here after class, because there are people that ended class and left immediately as soon as I finished. I said, I'm done teaching credit repair, knowing that I'm still on live right now. Shukran. Afwan. You guys got to understand that. You guys got to understand that. It's got nothing to do with people. It's got everything to do, not, it does have things to do with people, but it's got nothing to do with your situation. It's got everything to do with if you show up. You show up, you'll make money. Constance, I gave you a freaking play tonight that can make you some money. Now you can get your money right. And don't worry about it. But that's the key. Nobody would have told you that if
Yeah.
you.
I'm going to go to the Utah Meat Market, which is literally 3 blocks from where I live. Their website sucks, and I'm going to approach them first and then go to a few other places.
Go for it. I want to hear about it next Tuesday or Wednesday, whenever you come back to class.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Q. I will absolutely look at your website, but guess what? I tell you something. You know what that paid in full community gets you?
Pretty much everything.
Hold on. It gets you access to that one right there. That's on this side of my screen. Who's got Ray on that? Which side is Ray on? This side? Where's Ray? This way. Where's Ray on your screen? I don't know where. There he is. Oh, he's right there on mine.
He at the bottom.
Okay.
I see him. I
Bottom
got
left.
Ray.
You see that, Ray?
Yeah.
Bottom left.
Ray is my website designer. Ray also owns his own Go High level because I don't teach my kids how to eat. I don't give them a fish. I teach them how to fish. So I got him access to his own Go High level, and now he has the ability to sell Go High levels and create custom landing pages and shit for all his people. So if you need a website or you need somebody to go through it and help you develop and wants the automations and everything, right there. Where bottom over here, wherever the hell he's at, okay?
I'm definitely gonna reach out to Ray. Nah, it took me like 2 weeks, bro. You know, and once I got everything flowing, I'm definitely gonna reach out to Ray because I know he gonna take my drink to the next level. But I just want you to, take a look at it and see how good I did by myself,
I don't mind it. I didn't say that, but what I'm saying to you is investment in yourself. Remember,
Definitely.
The investment in yourself is always key. I didn't know what I didn't need until somebody told me. I've been developing websites for the past 15 years, right? I'll tell you guys something. This kid comes up with better shit than I ever could have imagined. Let me see. Control the leverage. Let's see. Nice. Love the CTA. I love the CTA right on the first thing. Hold on. You know what, guys? Let's do this. Let's do a little show and tell. Let's do a little show and tell, and then I'm gonna wrap up. I'm gonna go upstairs. My wife is texting me. Let's do a little CTA. Let's do a little show and tell. Okay. First off, I don't like the logo up here. The logo's too small. Okay. Credit strategy, funding access, financial, stop getting denied, start getting approved. Okay. I don't like this dead area over here. Get something in this dead area.
I don't know how to fix that yet. That's where Ray gonna come in at.
Okay. Book a strategy call. Everybody does a book a strategy call. Give me a couple of different CTAs. Something that's going to make somebody want to click on your shit. Okay. This is your hero section. Perfect hero section. I love the way that you're sitting. Over here, this looks great. CTL, nice in the background. Not bad. Control the leverage. Okay. Love it. More. Why more? This is where you're starting to explain what you do. Getting denied for credit cards or loans. What are you at? Most people getting denied. This is the things. Just give them a little more data. Okay. What is this? I'm asking you, what is this? Why is this here? What does it do?
I just try to add a little bit more value to the page.
Okay. Change this. I don't like it.
Okay.
I don't like it. If it doesn't do something, it shouldn't be there.
Right.
Okay? Think about this. When I'm talking to you guys, it should do something. Okay? It should hit some sort of emotion.
Right.
Your pricing section, great. What I would do is credit positioning intense funding program, you should really look at these and create a ChatGPT image that works with that. Okay.
Okay.
Success stories, love this. Beautiful. Make those better. Make those easier to read.
Yeah.
Love the calendar on your calendar on your thing. Perfect. Book your call. Fantastic. Not bad. Not bad. Ray, what did you want? Show them the what?
Show them the website, the funnel that I created.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I didn't even know you created another funnel. Here's a new one. Here's a new one. So look at it. Logo, legible. Okay? Logo's legible. Hero section, start your credit review. So now, when I look at this, if I'm going over here, book a strategy call, right? What am I booking a strategy call? So Q, when I'm talking to you, what am I booking a strategy call for? Am I booking it for credit or am I booking it for funding?
That's I mean, well, both. I don't know. That's the point of the strategy call.
If you can't answer it, that's not the right CTA.
Okay.
You want, again, like a client. I'm going to do the same thing with Ray. I haven't looked at this one. Start your credit review, okay? What type of credit review am I going over? Fix your credit with confidence, get a clear credit profile, identify the accuracy. Okay, so this is just straight credit repair, okay?
Yeah.
Beautiful. So this is what we're starting. Our credit review process. Step 1, get your credit report, okay? Look, I have another CTA. Get your credit report. And it tells you important information. It includes a $1 free trial, after which is standard monthly apply. It tells you, and it warns the client. Step 2, provide access for analysis. Continue to secure submission. Step 3, schedule your consultation. Book your consultation. Look at each one. It's telling you what it's going to do. I'm telling you to go do something, and this is exactly what you're going to do. Make sense?
Yep.
And then move forward with experts, and there's your consultation. And here's a couple of things. Here's your price. Here's your whatever. Any of that stuff going on from there. Not bad. FAQ is always good. Few things that are missing. Definitely a good basis to build off of.
Yeah.
Definitely a good basis, but just understand. Understand what's there. You've got to lead the client to do something. If they don't do it, it's not good. Make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Good job, Ray. Good job, Ray. Do I think that websites are necessary to getting started? Ray, I'm sorry. No, they're not necessary to getting started. I can go out tomorrow and go get 10 clients tomorrow by walking into the right place, putting my information out there, and doing what I need to. Is website a social proof for you to get more clients? Yes. I did not get started with a website. You know how I got started? I had an affiliate. And the affiliate sent me 10 clients in the first hour of me opening up my business. Did I have a website? No. But did I create a website? Yes, after I got paid. Do the best you can to get started without money. Cool? Oh, guys, I tell you, I've been in so many different courses and so many different things that just really shake up how you go through things. I'll allow one more question and then I'm getting out of here. I gotta go eat something. I'm lightheaded right now. All right. I gotta tell you something. I didn't go to Harvard, but I know I'm smarter than half the people that went to Harvard. That's why eventually they'll be working for me. Understand what I just said. I didn't go to Harvard, but I know I'm smarter than the people that went to Harvard. That's why eventually they'll all be working for me. I promise you guys, that's be in a room and you'll get there. No problem, guys. I'll see you Tuesday and Wednesday next week. All right, guys?
Recording stopped.
Good night, everybody.